honest assessment of Deommodore Lenoir, your fellow Duck. You're not.
Yes, I was. Yeah, but I love the university. All right, so Lenoir, however he is pronouncing
Lenoir.
his name. Love his good French last name there. Um, I do like this guy. Let me start off by saying Hufanga I think is exciting, but this guy I actually like. So PFF actually, back when he was number 6, PFF actually named him one of the top coverage corners in college football.
Nice.
I love the sound of that because we need that. I think this is important not because of his individual skills, but because he plays opposite of Verrett, and he might be backing up Mosley to start. He might, who knows, maybe he takes his job. But I like his complementary skills as a man-to-man coverage corner. This is something that might have saved us in the Super Bowl. We need the versatility. If someone like Hufanga is playing zone, like you want him to, I want somebody like him doing bump and run. I am so tired of seeing I never played cornerback beyond a couple of games, but I wasn't good enough to play zone as a cornerback, so I had to do man coverage. I love and against someone like DeAndre Hopkins, I don't want to give him time for his route to develop, and I don't want to dump the responsibility on the safety. I want to affect his stride, affect his jam, affect his cut at the line of scrimmage within the first 5 yards. I think that Lenoir will do this. So that's the first thing I like about him. He plays off the ball really well. I also noticed in that same USC game against Hufanga, he was kind of a shutdown corner. I saw like 2 passes come his way or something like that in the whole game. He had very little thrown his way. They were targeting number 5, and that's where the touchdowns went. Do you remember this?
Yes.
There seems to be a general respect for the fact that he is a man coverage corner, which puts him in the position to make a play on the ball. So I really like that. He also, however, did something I really like, and that's in that game, he blitzed off the edge with effectiveness. Now, what corner do we have, sports fans, that does this well and tackles well and hits bigger than his size?
K1 Williams.
Right, who should be gone in a year or 2. Like, I love K1, but he needs to go in a year or 2. It's not that I want him to go. He's just getting older. We need to get younger. We need to conserve money. He's not going to be worth the double digits. So I'm looking at someone like Lenoir here, and I'm thinking to myself, he's versatile. Like Hufanga, but he comes with man cover skills. Do you like his coverage skills? Because I do. I feel he's pretty He's not just instinctual. He follows the receiver well. He tracks with him well. He's very athletic. I think that's why when he was number 6, they named him as one of the top cover corners.
Let me tell you what I see from him. I think he gets a great jam. I think he's very physical and aggressive. Like, I love that about him. I think the reason he fell to the 5th round is he's doesn't have the ideal size or makeup speed or acceleration. But in the slot, you're okay. So I think what you're saying makes a ton of sense.
That's why I want him to replace K1. And see, when I came up with that opinion last night, I was thinking to myself, I don't know if everyone's going to really agree with that. Not that I particularly care, but at the same time, I do want him to replace K1. And I know that could be a sore issue with some of the fans, and it would be a great point to make. We played Jimmy Ward out of position. And we need to stop that. I don't think he will be out of position in the slot. Size, instincts, ability to blitz. I think that D'Amico Ryans will be more aggressive. We talked about that before. So I think that this is the kind of player D'Amico Ryans can tailor to be an upgrade to K1 Williams in the future.
Yeah, and I don't think he played much slot in college, so this would be like a project for a year. And what's nice is they're playing him at outside corner right now, so they didn't just draft him and immediately switch his position. But I think what we're saying is not to switch his position for the sake of it, but if he's going to have success in the NFL as a 5th-round pick, the odds are already against him. It's probably going to be in the slot. So start him wherever you want to start him, but if he doesn't look like a future starter out there, give him a shot in the slot. He could be one there.
Yeah, and he also
I like what you said about him blitzing. That is very interesting. Hufanga, too. It seems like maybe this is the new vision for the defense, more blitzing threats from different spots.
Absolutely, and perhaps if Bosa is mostly healthy and we have a mostly healthy defensive line, we relied on the front 4 innumerably in our Super Bowl run. What if they had some consistent or sporadic and something you could not, unpredictable as the other offense, blitz help from guys that are faster than Bosa, faster than Armstead. And K1 Williams can definitely come off the edge if he's unabated, much faster than a DL or a DE.
Right.
So I really like that for him. Also, he got a tackle for a loss on UFC that drilled that guy. He got fired up, if you remember, and that looked just like that K1 Williams hit last year. We got the whole defensive line just like up in arms because he's the little guy drilling. I mean, K1 hits hard. So does Lenoir.
And it's interesting. The Niners drafted Ambry Thomas ahead of Lenoir, but in OTAs, when Jason Verrett was asked about the rookie corners, he singled out Deommodore. He's like, I like that kid, Deommodore. I love his press.
I would prefer him to Thomas. That's just from I'm gonna give him a closer look, but I just like all of these little things. That's okay if Thomas works out well, but this to me brings a gadget player, if you will, to the defense.
Yeah. Thomas is intriguing because he's 6 feet tall. He has 4.3 speed. He's got makeup speed, but I haven't seen him.
Aren't his arms 32 and a half?
Yeah,
that's how long my arms are, by the way.
Dang.
I'm 5'8", but my arms are 32 and a half inches.
That's helpful in the octagon. Do you fight in the octagon or in a ring?
So I do it all, but most of the time we fight HEMA, so we're fighting open field or we're fighting in a ring.
Dang.
Yeah. Dang. You saw the video.
Yeah, I did. That was intense.
Kwanzaa, 285, 6 foot, defensive lineman.
Dang! It's like Kevin Givens.
Did you see him get up in the air like some kind of ballerina? Like, that wouldn't even be legal in the NFL. He drops on top of my head and I just take it and choked him out.
Nice.
Sorry, but Kwanzaa hit me super hard in the previous video, twice. He's merciless.
Yeah.
That was a late hit. It was a late hit.
15-yard penalty.